coming out the hoo-ha, and I was like, who are these people? If you want. Sounds like it.
Well, Rosie is my aunt, so I've known her all my life. And Abraham, I met when I was 5 years old.
I met Mosey. Who's Mosey? I met Rosie and Abe back in like 1989, 1990. We were about Olivia's age. I think we were all like 13 years old. We went to junior high school together. We went to Northern Middle in the arts program. Rosie played the flute, and she had the bangs, the Aquanet bangs, really high, the big wave. Pretty sure Abe had a mushroom haircut, super cute skater with wearing Cavariccis probably. We all used to ride the bus together, and they were junior high school sweethearts. It was pretty adorable. It was so long ago, I really cannot even remember, but I will tell you that my wife's first impression of them, when my wife and I started dating back 15 years ago, we were falling in love, and I think they had just celebrated their 10-year wedding anniversary. And one thing my wife had told me when we were being all cutesy with each other was she wanted to grow old with me and be just like Rosie and Abe. They were just starting their family, and she just really looked up to their love, and we still do.
So I met Rosie in high school, and my first impression of her was telling her to put her books underneath the car so we could get lunch. I met Abraham with Rosie, kinda, sort of, at a club called Casablancas, I believe, in Miami Lakes. And there was a wet t-shirt contest, I think, that day. And I kind of think we won. Yeah, we won.
First question was, where did I meet Abe and Rosie? I met Abe in high school. We were good friends in high school. We hung out. Became really good friends. And then Rosie came along afterwards. There's a big conspiracy of where we actually met Rosie. And I say it was hooligans. They say it was Casablancas and Miami Lakes. But I still say it's hooligans. We went out that night and started hanging out, and we were going out to get a couple of teenage beverages. And I guess Abe saw her there and made a big stink about it. And the next time I saw her, or you, was we had rented at the beach, and Abe brought her along, and that was like the first time we actually got to hang out. So
Abraham and I go way back, and I think that from the very beginning, there was a best friend type of relationship that started. You know, I've always felt that Abraham kind of admired me as the guy in the group that dared to be a little different. And I always saw Abraham as the guy in the group that probably deep down inside wanted to be a little different, but was programmed to not be. So he kind of pushed the envelope at times and then rolled it back, and then pushed the envelope and rolled it back. But Abraham is a guy with a big heart, a deep soul, and he shares that heart, and he's a great friend, and you can see it in his friendship day to day, and in his friendship, you know, if you haven't spoken to him in a month or so. He's always very serviceable. He's someone that is always there for you and your family, whether it's, you know, on a personal level or on a business level or anything in between. When I first met Rosie, I knew that she was very madly in love with Abraham. Same from Abraham to her. And Rosie has always displayed exactly who she is, which is a great mother, a great leader and rock for their family, and someone that has always supported Abraham and believed in Abraham. And I think that that is extremely special in a woman, and extremely special in Rosie. And she's someone that has always worked on herself in order for that family to continue to be that special family that it is. So I think that that's also a beautiful thing, whether it's running marathons or running different things of their family, like their business and everything else. And she's definitely a leader.
So I went to high school with Abraham. I honestly cannot really pinpoint the exact moment that I met him. He was just always around. He was very popular. I'm sure everybody knows it because he tells everybody how he was the homecoming king. Yeah, so that one I don't know. Rosie, I cannot pinpoint that moment either, but I feel like once I met her, we were just friends. And we were just friends for a long time. So that's number one. I can't remember.
I first met Rosie and Abe in Gainesville 24 years ago. I first met Rosie at work, and we had an instantaneous connection. And then I met Abe shortly after, and it was nothing but entertainment every time we met up. My first impression of them was that their friendship was just amazing. It was very inspiring to see a young married couple so in love and so connected.
Met them each at a separate day. First I met Rosie, and I met her in 9th grade. In high school, we got to sit together because we both share the same maiden name, last name. So pretty much we sat together in every class throughout high school. She was always very sweet and nice to me, so that's how we got along so well and became such great friends. And with Abe, I heard about them dating back in middle school. So when she told me she was dating her ex, and she finally introduced me to him, my first impression was that she scored a really good one. He is really good looking, and I was really happy for her. She seemed really happy, so I was all about their relationship, and I'm happy for both of them.
So I'm not going to give you the fondest moments. We've had many, many, many fond moments throughout our history. But I'm going to give you the funniest that I remember. There was one time that I think it was my 33rd birthday, and we had gone to Strikes. For those of you that know the story, bear with me. Rosie was a bit gassy that day. Don't mind, these people are all passed out anyway. I can talk to you openly. Rosie was a bit gassy that day, and she decided to give me a birthday present and looked at me and stared at me. She was leaning up against one of these shoe racks where you put all the shoes, the old shoes that you use. This is Strikes over in Sunset Place. And Rosie looks at me, leans back, and lets one go. Silently. It was terrible. Like, crowd breaker. You know, everybody leave. Little did she know that the shoe rack was there that she was leaning on. The young lady from the front counter had just appeared, and as Rosie was releasing, her face was about 6 inches from Rosie's ass, and she decides to start to choke, and was gasping for air and praying to God that, you know, he saves her. She grabs the spray from the shoe things and starts spraying it everywhere, like, oh my God, oh my God, shh. And she's spraying everybody and Rosie, and she's just dying because she has no recourse of what else to do. That was probably one of my favorite times that we had at think every time we go out, there's some sort of incident that was one of the top 5. I would put it up there. Awesome story. If you ever guys want to hear in detail, I'll definitely fill you in.
Going to Gainesville. I loved going over there. Had great memories with them over there. Mostly with Rosie when I went in some alligator lake or something like that, and the bugs got all over us and we got stuck in some gooey stuff. It was the best memories. I'll never forget that.
Fun.
It was fun. It was scary but fun.
Okay, I would have to say it was me, Theo, Ariel, and Kodak. And Thea, of course. That was our moment. She'll know what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about. Nobody has to know other than her.
I mean, it's been over 30 years that I've known them, so many memories, but one of them that really stands out is a trip that we took, just the 3 of us, back in our early 20s. We went to New York City, just the 3 of us, and we had the best time. This was back before TripAdvisor and fancy hotels. I don't even know if we had the internet much. We stayed at a really crappy hotel. I remember checking into the room. It was a box. The window looked out, the one window looked out to not even, there was no view, no alley even. It was like a garbage dump or something, but the window was double paned and it was broken. And instead of even replacing the window and the glass, it was like had all these broken pieces of glass and another window put on top of it. It was so ghetto. We complained, we got an upgrade to a suite, and we just thought we were like living large in New York City for the weekend. But we had the best time, just the 3 of us. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my God, we've had so many memories, good and bad, fun ones too. But I would say, let's see, one of the best or fondest memories, maybe when we went to the Keys for Rosie's birthday. I think we've been to the Keys a few times for Rosie's birthdays, but the very first time where we just walked down Duval, we just had so much fun, and we ended up stopping at a tattoo place. A few of us got tattoos. I didn't though, but definitely our trip to Key West was a very great memory.
I have so many fond memories with Rosie and Abe. One that comes to mind is when we first met in Gainesville. They would invite me over to their house and we would do a barbecue and try to watch a movie, which was impossible because when Rosie and I and Abe would get together, there was always something that we had to talk about. The movie may have triggered a memory or something that we needed to discuss, and so there was always a break, and then we would talk and talk and talk and talk, and then come back to the movie and then do the same thing over and over again. But that is one of my favorite times when I first met them, and we continue to meet up and hang out at each other's homes, and yeah, that's the fondest memory.
I have a lot of fond memories with Rosie and Abe, but we're gonna keep this clean. Okay, so obviously the best memory of Rosie and Abe is their wedding because it's completely focused on Rosie and Abe. So it was very momentous. It was the first of the friends to get married. It was a very whirlwind romance. It was fantastic. So I loved their wedding. I cried. It was beautiful. But if we're gonna talk memories, I have a lot of memories. So pre-kids, I have a very fond memory of Rosie falling down the stairs with her laundry, and I could not really pick her up because I was going to pee on myself from the laughter. And I think she was too. So I apologize, Rosie, that I could not help you at that moment, but you know, it was pretty fun moment, and I still think about it. Another one is, this one's post-kids, when Abraham decided to have a burping contest with Sebastian, and I think Sebastian was maybe, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, young. Abraham decided to challenge him. They had the contest and Abraham baby burped vomit on himself. And we all just stopped and died laughing. Like, that was a fantastic memory. Let's see, another great memory. I mean, obviously, when we almost burned down Sally's brother's house by trying to mix frozen chicken wings with hot oil, it took us days and days and days and days to try and clean that kitchen. It was a very dangerous, yet very fond memory of all of us together. And then my trips to Gainesville, staying with them in their apartment or their townhouse or wherever it was, and just being super nomadic about it, and just driving or taking a plane and sleeping on the couch, and you know, lots of fun times there.
And well, I would have to say that my most fondest memory is meeting Rosie. There's something in Abraham that I saw immediately, which was that he was very proud of his treasure. And he was very proud of Rosie and his love for Rosie. And immediately I knew that they'd be together forever. And I mean that sincerely, because Abraham displayed that. He let it. And he let it be. And he let it be known. And Rosie was immediately accepting. And I think that that was beautiful. I'll pause in song from question 2 to 3. Sorry. All right. So, how long did you think it was really going to last? I answered that already. Forever.
I don't really think I ever thought it wasn't going to last. We did have a little break in our relationship when she went away to college. But I would say, if anything, I didn't think that it was not going to last. Especially once we, I guess, reunited, and after she told me what, had happened in her past between them, and, they had separated briefly, and she told me the story. I felt like after that, like, they both were, really more mature and knew that this was what they really wanted. So I think from now, or since then, I think I didn't think that there was going to be any breakup or separation in their relationship.
I always knew these two were going to last a very long time, even through their rough times, which I witnessed, and I just know that I'm always team Rosie and Abe. They are gonna do the till death do us part. That's them, and I will fight them if they change their minds.
Rosie and Abe are probably my favorite couple in the world, and they were, besides my wife and I, of course. Sorry, wait. Before I knew Abe, we were in high school, but after that, basically, the times that we spent together, Rosie and Abe were together. They were an amazing couple. Yeah, they had their hard, you know. Marriage is hard, and there was some bickering here and there, but you got to work at it, and they've worked at it throughout the years from the beginning. And I guess the end goal is to be together. And if that's what your end goal is, that's where they are today. 25 years later, here you guys are. Congratulations, that's awesome. So, did I see you guys lasting forever? Yeah, I did. I still do. Congrats, guys.
So, Rosie told me once a long time ago that she sees him as her baby daddy. Basically, she was like, he's gonna be the one that has my babies. And from that moment on, I knew he was the one for her.
So when Rosie and Abraham started dating, it was like they had been together already for a long time. Like they were an old married couple. So, I mean, I feel like when they started going out, like that was it. It was just Rosie and Abraham. There was nothing after that. Like that was it. Like that was it. There was no more. So I feel like it was gonna last. Plus, I thought she was really cool, so I was gonna make sure it was gonna last.
Forever.
They have no other option. Like you, they have to forever
Forever.
for us,
For us.
for them. You see them together forever
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Say together forever.
together to forever.
There you go. He agrees with us. Together forever.
It's a Diana Ross song, Endless Love. It's their wedding song. Whenever I hear it, I'm always thinking of them.
First, I always think of the Endless Love because I know that was their wedding song.
So I know they have their wedding song, which I can't remember. I sent her a text message, but she didn't reply. I think it's called Endless Love. And that was like their middle school song, and then they used that as their wedding song.
Endless Love. I'm pretty sure it was their wedding song. But when we were kids growing up, teenagers, Rosie and I would stay up all night on the phone talking about who knows what, but we would call radio stations and we would make dedications to our boyfriends. And we had a record, and then when they would play them, we would record them with our cassette radios, and we have a recording of Rosie dedicating Endless Love to Abe on Joy 107.
You will always be my endless love.
Ultimately, it has to be 03 Bonnie and Clyde by Jay-Z and Beyonce. I hope you do play it because that would be cool.
All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Me and my girlfriend.
Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend.
I always think of them when I hear Matchbox 20's If You're Gone. So I'll leave that there.
If you're gone, maybe it's time to come home.
One of them would be a freestyle song, of course, Dream Boy, Dream Girl by Cynthia and Johnny O. That was one of their cute little songs that they would sing back and forth to each other when we were kids.
Island music. Any island music like Bob Marley.
All right, Island Girl.
The weather is sweet.
I don't even know.
You're gonna say something total opposite of me.
Duh, Kodak is where it's at. Like, that's where we are at, Kodak. I think Fuck It by Kodak.
I swear I think I heard it before. But fuck it, I'ma rip this bitch anyway.
I mean, I know what song reminds me of Rosie. We used to jam out to one song. I don't really know if it's jam out, but we probably had a little emotional time with one song from Tupac. But besides that, I feel like, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen this comedian. He has a whole bunch of skits like on social media. His name is Mr. Red. I feel like all his skits remind me so much of Abraham and Rosie. It's funny because her and I will send each other his little reels and just die laughing because I'm just like, oh my God, this sounds so much like you two. Or I could imagine you two just sitting there talking about, you know, just random things.
Yeah? Babe, no. Michelle wants to know if you want to do dinner this weekend. No. Yeah, he says he'd love to. I didn't say love nothing. He said Saturday? Does Saturday work? Okay. Well, no, see you guys Saturday.
I have my instrument here in my office all the time, and I've been working on this song. It's called I Remember Clifford. So you kind of asked me, do you remember Rosie and Abraham? And this is how I remember you guys.
I don't know. We used to listen to music all the time, but there isn't a song that reminds me of them. I mean, there is one song that comes to mind. It's by Wheeler Walker Jr. and the album Redneck Shit. But that's the only thing I can think of. Sorry. Not the... Alright, grunge genre, because that's what we used to listen to. How's that? Sorry for that one.
This is an easy one. I just see them retiring in Key West. I think probably everybody does.
Really old and wrinkly at the Keys.
Yes.
Had Dante's eating hogfish sandwiches. Is that what it's called?
And
That's
Abraham
her favorite.
still making jokes and her still being her organic.
No GMO ass. That's Rosie. Is it organic?
In the future, I see Rosie and Abe sitting on the beach, having some drinks in the Keys, even retiring there, and spending as much time with the kids and their future grandkids.
I think Rosie and Abe in the future are going to be exactly the same as Rosie and Abe that you get today and that you had like 5 years ago. Like, yes, you know, we've gotten wiser and better with time, like wine, but you know, they're still the same, like yin and yang together. Like they're still a fantastic pair, and I feel like that's how they're going to be when they're old. They're still going to be exactly the same personalities, just older versions of themselves. And you know, with, you know, hopefully family and friends and grandkids and all that jazz that goes along with it as well. So I love you both, and happy 25th wedding anniversary.
I mean, I see them together forever, for the rest of their lives, but I do see them in Peru with me, or their, you know, not just them, but their whole family, with my whole family. I hope we can all go to Peru one day, like we've been planning. It's gonna happen, hopefully, if not, you know, in the next year or two, definitely for our 50th birthday. We all turned 50 the same year, so I think that's a great way to celebrate too. So hope to see you guys there with me, and just want to say happy 25th wedding anniversary. I love you guys. Kisses. Bye.
Where do I see Rosie and Abe in the future? Right there. Me doing another video like this in 25 years, and us celebrating their 50th anniversary. So that's where I see them. Or Olivia's 18th birthday, whichever comes first. Just kidding. You know what? Cheers, guys. Happy anniversary.
I think I see them like Ibrahim and Norma, always together. So to close it out, I'll say...
Mm-hmm.